AMCU President Joseph Mathunjwa an overwhelming mandate to sign the 3-year wage deal. Mathunjwa says the mine workers will receive back pay within 7 days of returning to their jobs tomorrow. The agreement will see entry-level workers receiving at least an increase of 1,000 rand over the next 2 years and 950 rand in the third year. Also, the latest news now from Rustenburg. We cross live to our journalist Sello Tatai, who's been keeping an eye on the strike for us there for the past couple of months. Sello, it's hello again to you. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, Sello, I don't know whether or not you can hear me. I know there is a delay, but the last time you and I spoke, we came very close to celebrating a deal that didn't come to pass. This was a couple of days ago. So today, I think we're as good as sure that the signing will get underway. We've heard from Joseph Mathunjwa.
Yes, indeed, Ayanda. The 5-month industrial action is finally coming to an end today. We're expecting AMCU President Joseph Mathunjwa to sign the new wage offer. You'll remember that just yesterday, thousands of mine workers who were gathered at the Royal Bafokeng Sports Palace gave Mathunjwa a mandate to accept the new wage offer, which will officially mean that workers will start returning to work tomorrow. We're expecting thousands of them to be trickling in. Some of them come as far as the Eastern Cape and other countries such as Botswana, Lesotho and Mozambique, and we're expecting a high volume of workers later this afternoon going into the night so that they can start with their duties tomorrow. But there are other logistical factors that one needs to take into consideration. Workers will have to report at various hospitals for medical assessment and medical checkups, but that communication, or how will the process unfold going forward, will be communicated by management in the 3 platinum producers.
Just taking a look at some of the visuals from yesterday of the miners who had gathered at the stadium and gave Joseph Mathunjwa the mandate to accept this deal. We saw scenes of jubilation, of excitement and relief. I take it that's the mood on the ground, not only for the miners, but for the businesses on the periphery that receive work or business from the miners.
Yes, indeed, Ayanda. It's all jubilation and joy here at the Platinum Belt. You'll remember that businesses have really taken a knock and others were forced to close shop. But the news of yesterday came as a relief to not only business but to residents at large. But one might say that the high levels of poverty that were prevalent here, you'll remember that in the past 3 weeks, aid organizations such as Gift of the Givers have been frequenting this town, giving out food parcels and blankets to struggling mine workers together with their families. So one might say that the high levels of poverty informed the position that was taken by workers yesterday. But over and above that, Mathunjwa was very much critical with the living conditions of mine workers, saying that going forward he'll see to it that that is addressed, maintaining that many of them continue to live in squalor with no basic services such as water, housing and electricity. And he was also very much critical with how the country's economic policies are structured, saying that the macroeconomic policies to a larger extent are not good for this country, saying that they continue to champion business and capital instead of addressing the many challenges confronting workers, particularly mine workers at the Platinum Belt and also in the gold sector.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. We'll continue to cross to you throughout the course of the day on Channel 404 on DSTV. Sello Tatai out and about along the Platinum Belt there, just keeping track on proceedings.